What is up, everybody? Welcome back to round number 2. This is going to be a mulligan on the play. And this is a keep, I guess. I mean, we have some really good cards. Yeah, I guess it's a keep. Our opponent mulligan, though. Yeah, it's a keep. We have a million outs in the deck, and that is one of them. Did it. Just too good. Too good. Ugh. How isn't everybody else not as lucky as me? That's unbelievable. I mean, I guess if everybody else is as lucky as me, I just wouldn't be lucky, right? That's how it works, but... Oh, man. Let's play the River Hoopoe. I know a lot of people were hoping this card was going to be good and constructed. Spoiler alert, it's not good and constructed, but... It is pretty good here. All right, I didn't really need that land, but that's fine. I guess I'm going to need it at some point. You can just give me the 6th one now, I guess. Although I'd rather have another 3-drop. Having no 4-drops does make the curve out a little more difficult, but the ability to just go like 3-drop is fine. Like in limited, the difference between like 3-drops and I might as well trade here. Like I don't want to die early. That's like one of the worst things that can happen to me is me just like dying quickly. And I have Honored Hydra plus River Hoopoe, so like, what's the point in me getting all crazy? But yeah, going 3-drop isn't that different in limited from going like 3-drop 4-drop. So I'm not too concerned about that. The one thing that's not as effective in limited as it is in constructed is going like double 2-drops on turn 4. Playing 2 bears in limited just like isn't that good. I'm trading here for the same reason. Ooh, okay. Damn it, we got owned. All right, I mean, if we draw another land, we're in good shape, but this cast out's kind of annoying. Come on, land. Did it, sort of. I'm not really afraid to take 2 here. Like, I'll take it. Come on. Get at me. I'll take the 2. Just don't have, like, Angel of whatever. Alright, I'm actually going to time walk them here. That card's like a little annoying. I guess there's no reason not to play the land, especially when I have the Vizier in my deck. Like, being able to Vizier or get something, whatever. Might as well attack and do 2 here. By the way, the reason to bounce this is because them being able to crop a lead is pretty good. Yeah, I guess I missed a damage there. That was a little lame. Yeah, I probably missed a damage there. Wow. Just green white good cards. Is that green white rares and good cards? Is that the deck we're playing against? He's just gonna block, and then he's gonna bring it back, and the top crop skirmisher is gonna do 6. That's fine, still gets brought back. So does a Fair Prowler. Easy. Alright, we're going to take 6 to this. He's going to bring this back, put it on here. We're going to take 6. We're going to attack with our Hooded Hydra. He's going to block it probably, like whatever. Dumb. It's still going to take us 4 turns to die to it, though. Unless he has, like, another pump spell in hand. That's going to take 3 turns for us to die to it. We're still winning on the clock. I mean, might as well attack with both. If he blocks the Fair Prowler, he dies. If he doesn't block, he also dies. And dead. Got him. Alright, well. On to game number 2. Flyers are just such a beating. Is this another spot where we like unsummon over Synchronized Strike, especially now that he knows that we have a Synchronized Strike? He doesn't know we have 2. Interesting. Unsummon was fine there. They're just playing green-white rares, which is like a pretty decent deck archetype, if I have to say. I'm never mad at having an unsummon in this format, especially when we know they have cast out. Like, sometimes being able to unsummon your own dude to their cast out and then played is actually kind of decent. So maybe I just like unclog the 3-drop spot a little bit, especially since they know we have it now. Although that being said, Synchronized Strike is one of those cards that like even if they know you have it, it's still kind of pretty good. All right. If this was a blue land, we would keep. But we're gonna mulligan here. We are going to keep this. Being on 6 gives us a big advantage here. Naga Vitalist is pretty good. The question is this better than a land? But we don't know that a land's below it, so we're just gonna top it. Like that's one of those spots that we're putting a land on top, and we're putting everything else besides like a Naga Vitalist on the bottom. Ooh, our opponent's stuck on lands. And Beneath the Sands is just the best draw. If we draw land, then we just get way ahead. Alright, well, our opponents hit all their land drops since then, so they're either incredibly lucky or they weren't missing any land drops to begin with. One of the two. Alright, I don't mind time walking them here. That's actually a pretty decent spot, because then, like, next turn if we draw land, we get to Ambuscade Initiate's Companion. That was a pretty decent spot. What can they do for 1 white? They can... I don't know what they can do necessarily. Alright, we're just going to double attack. They probably know we have Synchronized Strike, but I don't really care. Alright, go get it. By the way, if they had like 2 mana up, then I wouldn't do that, because then they just like ambuscade our guy in response. I would have ambuscaded pre-combat, but I let them walk into Synchronized Strike if they wanted to there. Yeah, okay. Ooh, cute. Alright, I mean, I'll attack with the Harrier Naga here. If they want to walk into Synchronized Strike again, that's fine. Wow. I didn't think they were going to let that happen. I mean, they just got 2 for 1. Even though they do get to bring this back, don't get me wrong. They do get to bring this back, but it's not like, I don't know, I mean... It is a 4/4 now, I guess? Like, that kind of scares me, maybe? I don't know, I do get to play a giant hippo. They have 3 cards in their hand. I have an Embalm Flyer, so I'm pretty pumped about that. I don't have another Ambuscade in the deck. I do have another Unsummon, which is fairly good against this card. Ooh, they're gonna grab the Hoopoe here. The Hippo, not the Hoopoe. The Hoopoe would also be a good draw. Alright, I mean, again, we might as well play the land. There's no reason not to. It just opens up, like, more Vizier possibilities. Although I guess if we drew... I mean, I guess there's nothing in our deck that we can draw next turn that, like, really makes that big of a difference here, but what can you do? That really makes that big of a difference. I mean, like, that playing that land would make that big of a difference for. I mean, I guess we just take it, like... I don't even know what's in the set. I mean, I do know what's in the set. What are they going to do, like, unconventional tactics me? They're going to, like, 1-for-1 me here? I'm not worried about that. 2 Sandblasts. Interesting. Alright, so I should be set up to block this next turn then. Wow, we are crushing the game here. Alright, yeah, I mean, I might as well set up the block. If I have to bring this back, I can bring this back. If they 2-for-1 me, that's kind of gross. This card's real good. They're just going to draw a card here. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, this game's going to be tough after just, like, flooding out pretty hard. I mean, this is just a draw 4. Which I heard is pretty good. I heard draw 4s are pretty good. They might not be better than Honored Hydras, but they might also be better than Honored Hydras, who really knows. 2 mana draw 4. How good. Appeal to authority? Yeah, I guess we'll block, because you do have the authority half, so I can't get too crazy. If I like don't block, I just die next turn, right? And this also like gives me a chance to like draw Vizier, play Vizier, then activate Honored Hydra, drawing an extra card, which kind of gets me out from under the Sunset Pyramid. I mean, like, I have other options now. Also, this is probably just going to kill me at some point, but what can you do? That's pretty good. All right. Could have also went away with another way with that turn, right? I could have Hashep Oasis, Cartouche of Strength, killed that. I can still Cartouche Strength and kill it. Might as well. I mean, they're 17. They get to activate Sunset Pyramid. They have this stupid card, which taps all my stuff down, so if they're able to put 12 power on the board, I'm, like, fairly dead. So I have 10 next turn. I really have 13, but I don't have, like, nearly enough. Alright, this should be lethal next turn. Like, the reason it's not worth leaving anything... I mean, it's just very obviously not worth leaving anything back. But anyways, like, if they just bring this back, make this a 7, I go to 5, and then I kill them, like, what, you know. I probably have this one in the back, although I'm not entirely sure. There's a bunch of stuff they could play. There's a bunch of removal spells. But if that's what they're doing, then they're just dead. Yeah, it's not like it's until their next turn. And they can't attack here. Or else they're dead. Right, this is 13, yeah. Oh, no, they're not. They go to 1. Damn it. So I have to pump this up, right, so that it kills everything. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, what if I do this 6? So then they have to not let 3 get through. And so if they literally have to block with everything in that spot. I take the first strike damage, I kill everything, and then I play Ronis the Stalwart. All right. I guess I could also do this. It's just the same thing. Does this make this survive? Oh, this survives if I do it this way. Let's not be dumb. Yeah, well, you don't have to attack with everything. You can keep this warrior back in case you, like, draw a pump spell or something. Go to 3. 0 cards in hand. What are the chances they draw a... I guess, what's the... Is there only that one White Wrath? If they draw that White Wrath, I get my Rampaging Hippo back, right? So I shouldn't play around it here. Like the one Wrath they can draw, if they draw it, it kills all non-creature spell, all non-land permanents, and so then I get my Hippo back, and then I kill them with the Hippo. Right? Is that how that card works? I think so. There we go. I don't know if that message was salty or not. We'll never know. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. See you in the finals!